Maverick being taken off the board, I'm actually really not surprised about that at all. Maverick exceptionally strong.
Yeah, especially on Clubhouse, as Dev Marta likes to say, Clubhouse is Maverick's map, where we all know it's actually Hereford base.
Yeah, but does anyone like it?
The new one, I don't think so. The old one, I don't know. Some people had a
I
soft spot for it.
actually did like the old one. But yeah, Maverick and Capital being taken off the board. The Capital band's fairly interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Like, is that?
That's got to be a target ban from August, right?
Joey or whatever.
Oh, sorry, from Fnatic. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was playing it every round. It seems like they're always target banning Joey.
Yeah,
like we saw the Dokkaebi, and then we saw the Capital. So Mira, not too much of a surprise considering how effective it was in the last matchup on Coastline.
Yeah, absolutely, and she's very, very strong on this map too. She's got some very good spots that she can set up and just create some power zones that you really can't deal with.
I do like Clubhouse without Mira though. It makes it more dynamic, more spicy.
Yes, it really does. And Jim first.
It's normally the third choice, isn't it?
Yeah, normally the tertiary bomb site, but Atletico not shying away from it at all. I was just making fun of myself for that at the back. Thank you.
Come on, Amphley.
Thank you. You're on fire, and I'm really not.
It's all right. You burned fast and bright. But the cold and smooth experience of me is... yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna, you know... be quiet and just let you take this whole thing. I'm just gonna sit this whole cast out. You got this.
Yeah, you just gotta wear your red shirt nice and pretty.
Yeah. All right, so it might be gym bedroom, but there's a lot of utility being put down in on the cache and the server room.
Yeah, so a lot of teams will definitely put a lot of resources into taking control of that cache room area, and we've seen so many like exciting gunfights in that part of the map because they just sit on a seesaw, on a teeter-totter. Which way is it going to go, to the attackers or defenders? Yeah,
the cache has seen some, like a lot of utility gets used in there, like a lot. But you only ever have like one person sitting there, maybe a second if you're feeling, you know, confident that they're actually going to push it that way, and then they just waste so much time, particularly if a smoke is set in there. Right, so Joey is playing that smoke, so I expect to see Joey in there, and yeah, there he is. He's got Derpe on support.
Derpe is going to be in one of those tough positions where if he's going to fall back, he's going to have to decide to do it nice and early.
Yeah, or else he's just going to have his life forfeit. I do agree with that entirely, so we'll have to see what comes of it. But Rizraz watching the flank from that blue staircase, not exactly sure what it's going to see. Rizraz, though, he could... No, is he not aware of it, or is he just not worried about it?
Boys.
He has to know.
Now he knows.
Yep, there's a goon mine. Derpe puts a couple of shots down. He doesn't have a goon mine in his inventory. So he doesn't have that sound cue at the back anymore. Just going to try and bait out a peek. He gets flashed up.
Is that the last frag grenade used up there?
I think it was, but Joey is in a strong position. Derpe gets taken out though, but now Joey is in a world of pain because he's got
he got shot
out. The second one comes out though, but he is in a world of pain. The impact trick comes out to stop that, and there's one. Joey has found Virtue. He's still in a strong position. He is still pressed up against a lot of people. That final gas babe comes out, and he's going to put it out. Pulls out the SMG-11. He's going to retreat back into the cache room, and a lot of pressure being put on him, but he finally does fall. He did waste a lot of time, though.
Yeah, minute 10 on the clock.
And a lot of utility.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of HP as well. Lusty is lit.
Yeah, it's a miracle that Lusty didn't go down, hey. Like, it is an actual miracle that Lusty didn't go down.
Joey was trying to go for those style long-range shotgun shots, wasn't he?
Yeah, honestly, he should just pull out the SMG-11. He would have nailed him, but Ethan going for a long flank here. What is the objective with this?
He's going to peek from the little gap at the top of the wall or a melee hole, or he might actually get something.
Oh, that was a head. He sees it. He hits it. Ethan, what a shot.
Oh, so we got aces in now.
Yeah, that's something we didn't talk about either. So Specker has taken a back seat now, and Aces is in the lineup.
We are going to see Magnet, however, find that headshot on Diesel. Nice one, Magnet.
And that makes it a 3 versus 2 now.
And look how they are committing to having this one off-site and one on-site. Like they're really not letting it go quietly into the night. We're going to see the push up there. That's going to be one down for Emo Rin, but he's getting pushed on his left. He can't find the next one. But that's the
diffuser! That's diffuser down. He's going to do it. Yes, he manages to take it out.
What a round.
Ethan clutches it.
Oh, just shot from below. Fnatic just waiting too long in the end there, even though they were at, what was it, 3-on-1, 2-on-1?
Yeah, that was, depends on whether or not you count the down player. So two players active, 1 player down.
2.5 on 1.
Yeah. Whew. Wow, going down into the basement this time, so they're avoiding that cash room. Ooh. Baiting the Kaid and then bringing the Valkyrie. You could almost, pardon me, sorry, you could almost bait the Kaid and then 6-pick him out when you want to bait the site as well. Because Kaid is an operator that's taken pretty much 100% downstairs.
Yeah, you'd think you'd be taking a Kaid to go downstairs, but, you know, they've tried to bait them into saying we're going downstairs and then going downstairs anyway. The IQ is just too strong for us here, Anfleet.
It's too many baits and switches, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, we are seeing a lot of thermite this map.
Yeah, we are. Well, with Maverick taken off the table, it is inevitable that we'll see that second hard breach.
Are Fnatic just trying to be as bland as possible on attack now? It seems like they've taken the same attack line up the second time in a row.
Let's think about it, right? You're Fnatic. You're guaranteed a top 2 spot coming into this season. Yeah. You play your best, but you don't show anything, right? Because you're guaranteed that spot. It doesn't matter to you whether you're first or second. You guarantee the spot. You don't show anything. You then boot camp your heart out in the lead up to the APAC finals, where you come out and you show some things, right? Like, I think both teams here are being deceptively bland for that reason, right? Like, we haven't really seen August change things up drastically. We haven't seen anything new from them. We haven't seen anything amazing or great or special out of them. We haven't seen any cheese strats or anything like that. So I think that both teams are sort of going to protect some of their strats or really just do your stock standard averages.
Yeah.
So... because at this point, for both teams, there's no point for either team really fighting for what they want.
But of course, they're still going to try and win the match.
Yeah,
but whether
of course,
they,
but they're not gonna pull out all the stops to win it. You know, they're just going to play their best.
They're going to put in the Italian seasoning, the all-purpose Italian seasoning, rather than going intricate on it.
All-purpose, rather than bringing out, you know, the coriander, the basil, the what else do Italians eat? Parsley. I'm trying to think of other Mediterranean herbs here. But anyway.
I am not a chef. Maggie having a bit of trouble. Sorry, Virtue having a bit of trouble. I'm used to Magna on the buck.
Yeah. Well, that's one good thing about, you know, Fnatic. They can chop and change, put anyone on absolutely anything. It doesn't matter.
That's so much info for Derp.
That was a really good camp.
He times this C4 right. He can do a lot of damage. As we are going to see the Habana pellets go off in the corner.
You're not going to get that, Emo. Well, I don't know what he was thinking. It's like he realized, I went, oh yeah, I could go for a push, but through the hole. That's a good pickup. Yep.
This is a bit of pandemonium here for the August ranks, as we're going to see Derpe push up and find a frag. Ethan is above, but Rizraz from blue is going to find Lusty there. He's going to make his way on into the bomb site. I think it is firmly in Fnatic's control, but they don't have the diffuser.
No, they don't. But they have 30 seconds. So that's going to bounce and not hit, but the bullets will hit. Virtue takes out Diesel, but Ethan trades him straight back up, and that leaves us in a 1v1. 1v2, Rizraz versus Emo and Ethan.
He has got the kit now, though.
Just puts a couple of rounds into the dead body. That is against the G convention, but Rizraz is going to go for the plan anyway.
Where was Emo in C4 used? I heard him toss it out.
Plan actually goes down, but Ethan takes out his head straight away.
Yeah, that round was kind of over, like, at the end there.
Yeah.
I know, there was it was 1-on-2 when you have to try and plant. Not really much of a chance there from...
I mean, he did get the plant off. He just didn't survive standing back up.
Yeah, so, you know, I think that C4 might have been used to create a rotate into the hallway there.
maybe. But either way, he didn't have the time to really second-guess himself. He had to stick it. Stick it he did and pay for his life.
I always say, in a 1-on-X situation when you're an attacker, going for the plant is only what you should do to bait out. You should go for kills. Especially because he still had 30 seconds on the clock there.
Yeah, I kind of do agree with that to an extent. It depends on your situation.
Yeah, that's true. Like, if they're both on the other side of the map, sure,
yeah,
go for it.
Go for the plant. But, like, I think in that situation, you know they're on site somewhere. But that being said, how easy it for them if they know he goes... You have to have the kit, right? Because you have to threaten to plant.
Yeah.
Because you have to keep them on site to be able to do that. Because the moment they realize you don't have kit and you're going for frags, they're just going to bolt. Right? They're not going to stick around. They're just going to bolt, and away they go.
So interesting that August teased the Clash, which is an operator we'd see probably taken on this bomb site as well. Sick pick offer, but you know they're going for this bomb site.
Where would you put the Clash?
Normally she plays at the top of garage stairs.
I don't think it's a great spot because easy nades, easy lifeline. You know, Capital burn them, except Capital's banned out. I think there's just too many easy ways to deal with her if she's on that narrow causeway.
Fair enough then, Infleet.
New camera feed activated. Deploying ADS.
But at the end of the day, Fnatic are going to be pushing their way in. Virtue just taking out the top of that garage. It's a fairly standard thing to do, so you can get angled up onto the top corner there. That peek out of the bedroom, nothing coming of it though.
It's like they're aware that this is going to be their first point of contention here for Fnatic. As we're going to see Lusty open up. I don't think he's got that. Or he might.
He got that? Yes, he does. 2 X-Kairos pallets are wasted. Virtue going to try and be on for the hunt on the front, but...
I think Ethan got us another peek onto Magnet.
Yeah, that kill came out of a bit of nowhere, didn't he? But Ethan playing super aggressive, and now it looks like Fnatic wanted to get the refrag on him, but it's not going to happen. Ethan does see the drone. He's not actually going to shoot it, trying to bait them to say, hey, the drone's still up. Finally did shoot it, and then just retreats back down into basement.
You know, this whole series, Ethan's been such a menace on the roam, hasn't he?
He really has. He has been a thorn in Fnatic's side here. But that vanilla cam's still up. It's a late cam to be up.
Well, Fnatic seem to have lost a bit of wind from their sails.
Cool.
How many air jabs was that just thrown on out? And how is Ethan still in this position?
Well, that
surely
air jab
he's
just
dead
saved
right
him.
now. No, he's going to make it up the stairs.
Yeah, that air jab just saved him. It pushed him away from where the Fnatic members were waiting. It pushed him up the stairs to safety because they were all in garage.
All right, whatever works.
Like, that air jab legitimately just saved him. So, either way, Ethan is going to get up. He is going to get to safety. And Fnatic now, Aces doesn't know how to push this. With Maverick being taken off the board, Fnatic, whenever we've seen them on Clubhouse, they've gone immediately for a Maverick push. Finally, he's going to get a battery. Aces is going to try and drop the plant, but Virtue's going to pay for it with his life. The flash is coming up. That was a huge flash. I think it flashed 2 or 3 people there, but 5 against 3 now.
Yeah, 50 seconds on the clock. This is looking dire for Fnatic as August looking strong once again.
Yeah, August has had a very dominating defensive round. That was only a second behind Diesel. Any bit earlier and you would have seen him there, but Lusty's gone to the roof with 30 seconds. It doesn't seem like Fnatic know what they want to do, does it?
They just have to yeet on into the bomb site at this point, don't they?
They really do, but like, how are they going to achieve this?
Well, there's the one. Rizraz to find one, but he's gone low for his trouble. And Dirtbait, you're running down below, mate. 15 seconds.
Yeah, he's just trying to be a pain. They know where he is. You can see his backpack through the floor. He's going to lose the fight. He's going to lose the fight, sorry. I don't know how. They knew where he was. And Rizraz, he's wasted way too much time. He's going to get taken out. Ethan gets the kill credit for Lusty as well. And August go 3-0 up.
August looking great so far. 3 defense rounds in a row. Of course, it is Clubhouse. I mean, we've seen August throw a 6-0 lead on Clubhouse, but yeah.
I think that was some very nice sportsmanship out of the Fnatic player just there. He saw the backpack through the concourse and decided not to shoot it and instead walk up and just try and get the pre-fire on the kill. He could have killed him by shooting through the floor because part of him was clipping through that concourse. don't know who it was. I think it was Lusty.
Was it on the...
When
no,
Diesel...
it was Aces. It was Aces.
It was Aces, wasn't it? Yeah. So, a lot of good sportsmanship there. I actually highly commend that. Because a lot of people just would have gone for the, hey, look at him, I see part of him, and go for the kill. So, highly commended there. Richraz on 5 kills. Ethan on 7.
Oof.
Damn! Oh, damn!
That is not a confident-looking scoreboard for Fnatic.
No, it isn't.
Nathan
Oh,
is
damn.
7-0-0.
Wow. This is actually very reminiscent of the Oceanic Cup, where Rizraz was consistently putting up better numbers than what the rest of August were, which is basically what the rest of his team was. Rizraz did play out of his mind that weekend, and he's playing really well today, but he didn't, like, the rest of his team weren't there to capitalize on how well he did play. Like, it was just, and
bit of a solo effort,
yeah, you could see he was actually quite frustrated with that as well. After they did step down from the stage, you could see he was quite frustrated with it.
Yeah, Riz, of course, had a very good weekend, putting up the numbers. Ultimately, not as successful as they would have hoped, but Fnatic want to breach this. They need to get rid of the Bandit. They just need to do that a lot faster than what they've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Aces is just wasting time out here, right? He can get there as fast as he wants, but from the moment he gets here to the moment they can guarantee a thermite off, they are just wasting time. There is nothing. Aces is not actually achieving anything here. There isn't even a Bandit there to stop him.
Yeah, it looks like he's just headed on out of there. He doesn't want to spend too much
finally
time.
they've realized Aces is going to pop it out.
Oh, it's a free kill, but Lusty's missed it. I think Derpe wasn't even looking his way.
Clear.
No, wasn't quite ready for it. Joey's going to get droned out. He's going to get shot from multiple angles. Joey is in a world of pain right now. He can barely even stand up. Finally going to get himself to a safe place. And in come the Fnatic members. Trying to attempt to go for a plant. They're going to nade over the top. That's going to net them a kill. Virtue gets the kill credit onto Joey there. That was a beautiful Kobe over the top.
Strike, as Mac was telling us. Is what he said? Bowling.
Bowling. Yeah. Having a chat to the CS casters before. Apparently you yell bowling when you do something like that. That's news to me, but here we are. And this flashbang's coming out. The player still hasn't gone down, despite the fact Fnatic
Diesel.
slowly attempting to push their way in. He's going to have to move off that angle eventually.
Yeah, you can hear the drones coming in behind him. Oh, he's just looked away last second as they're going to start spotting him out for sure. Got the rotate to help him on in there. Magnus now his position, and Emo Rin is there in support. You're going to see a lot of carnage from this peak. Diesel just not paying enough attention there. Rizraz, yeah, capitalizes off of that one.
He may have got a drone, but, you know, Rizraz got his life. So, fair trade if you're Fnatic. I'll trade a drone for a life any day.
And he's got 10 of them, whereas Diesel's only got 1.
Yeah, exactly. So, drone's still coming in thick and fast here for Fnatic. They're really wanting to know where every single member...
2 players downstairs, 1 on site.
This is something they're committed to very heavily this whole series, hasn't it? But Emo Rin's going to find Rizraz. Probably not the one you want. A Goomine into Magnet. They're going to know exactly where he is as Derpe gets flashed up. He's finally going to get taken out by Magnet from the long downtown. Ethan underneath, though. Is he going to go for the plant? Does he know where the plant is? The plant's going just above him. The flashbang comes out. He's missing. He doesn't know where it's going down. He doesn't have the C4 for it. And Emo Rin on a slither of health as now as well. Ethan's going to make his way up that stairwell.
2 on 4. This round's probably over.
They're watching that stairwell, right? They are watching that stairwell.
Yeah.
Yep, Virtue's going to land the headshot. Emo Rin now. He's on about 3 HP. He's not going to do it. And there you go. If you just hold it till they get to Kill Monkey, you're always right.
We're going to put the breach charge on the kit.
Yeah, just trying to have some fun and troll them. They probably should have put the breach charge down, put a drone on it, backed up, and then just BM'd them hardcore.
So Fnatic finally put up a round.
Yeah, it's only 4 rounds in, but that being said, we're going back downstairs. We've got the Kaid in the lineup again. Is going to be 6th picked off.
Well, that's the trend we've been seeing so far. The operator you would expect to see on the bomb sites.
Yeah, there we go.
And yeah. I suppose that's just hella confusing, isn't it?
Clash?
Hella
Hella confusing. You thought 6-picking Kaid was bad? How about 6-picking it into a clash?
So what's Derpay going to do with the clash? Maybe he'll play aggressive on these stairs.
On the main stairs? Yeah, that's what I expect to see from him. Just sit on the main stairs.
Hold down in dirt tunnel as well, but you know that's not traditionally pushed these days.
I mean, it is if your name is Dev Martyr.
Is he throwing shade at Dev?
Yeah. Alright, I was playing with Dev the other night, and every single round Dev was like, I'm going to push dirt tunnel. He was playing Thermite because he wanted to get Thermite clips for whatever reason, but he wanted to play Thermite. So I'm normally the Thermite main, right? So here's Dev playing Thermite. I'm just going to push dirt tunnel. That's all I'm doing, pushing dirt tunnel. Just every single round, straight down that dirt tunnel. So.
You know, he's not here to defend himself, so like...
Oh, he'd be in chat defending himself.
What, is he posting your 0-7 scoreline or something like that?
Oh, no.
Alright, enough of that. Let's focus up on this game. So, as for attack operators, once again, it is rice mixed with spaghetti.
That's an odd meal.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I mean, just plain spaghetti. Plain spaghetti. No, it's just
baked beans on toast?
Yeah, it's just the plain, what we've been seeing all night, once again. I think we've seen 5 different attacking operators on this map so far.
Yeah, I don't think... no, the Thatcher has not been played every single round.
Sure?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Magnet played the Zofia once.
Yep.
So it's 6 once again. So Derpay is going to play aggressive on the blue stairs.
That's interesting, because you can get really easily flanked there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might just be gathering information and fall back. Like, looks like he's in church now.
I would have expected him. I suppose it makes sense if he plays around blue. He can potentially stop any late flank that comes from it. But
he's just, you know, going to be gathering that information, it seems, because this bomb site can be attacked from pretty much every angle. There's a strat for all of it.
Yeah, and so much destruction can come out of this as well. Like,
get those camera points.
Got to get those camera points. Derpay going to make his way back.
So I don't know. Ethan was playing off him there, and that's not a bad idea.
It's the flashbangs. They're not going to push in, despite the fact that they do have the hatch open. Just trying to burn some ADSs. The drone is finally going to get taken out. Cooking a nade. We'll have to see where it goes. He does throw it behind, but of course, he managed to make his way out. And oh, he's going to cook another nade. If he held it, he would have got the kill. Who is that? Is that Dirt behind? It's Diesel, sorry, behind there, yeah.
40 seconds on the clock though, and Rizraz is coming up in support. So here we're going to see the cooking. He's stirring it. He's about to take it off the stove. He yeets it on out, but Rizraz has gotten the kill.
Yeah, that's a good flash. Good flush from both of them. Either the nade gets the kill or the frag gets the kill. But Aces and Lusty both getting one, and all of a sudden this is looking very poor for August.
Yeah, Emo Ren's going to have to come up with one of those miraculous clashes. In fact, it's just going to have to be Derpay with the machine pistol on his back, and Magnet's just going to shoot him.
Yeah, just going to shoot his foot to death. And Fnatic get 2 in a row.
Right in the ship, if you will.
Look, okay, I'm going to put this out there. Shooting a dead body is against the Geneva Convention. It goes against mutilating bodies. All right?
So do you think we should charge Magnet of warm crimes?
Yes. Yes. We will hold a kangaroo court for war crimes.
Well, that was a weird direction for the conversation to go in.
Sorry, he shot him after he was dead. He actually stopped shooting and then went back to start shooting him.
Maybe he thought he was still alive.
When it auto stops you shooting at the end of the game.
Yes, alright, let's focus up on this as we are going to go back to, where was it?
Cash.
Cash, alright. So it looks like August we're doing the, yeah, we're changing no matter what strategy.
I mean, it kind of works. Like, where do you go, right? Like, they won all 3 rounds last time.
Yeah.
Arguably off some individualistic plays. Like, you know, the first round in gym and bedroom was more luck than anything else, I think, on the A1 map. But, you know, coming back, they won 3 in a row. Fnatic now looking to win 3 in a row to tie it up 3-3 for the half.
Grenades now. ATS deployed and ready to go.
I think it's a smart move to move on the 1 here. Like, you're going into the last round of your half. Are you just going to do something you've done and just lost on, or... Okay.
Not happy with that Claymore placement. It really depends, right? Like, I always say, like, it only, like, depends on how the round went. So, you know, if you almost won it and you only lost it off of, you know, some bull crap, then sure, give it another go. But if you lost it because, you know, the other team legitimately played better than you, oh, wrong wall, right wall.
Right wall, oh, it's just a little too late.
That's your grenade. Nope, not coming. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah.
you lost it because of, you know, one small thing that you're going to change next round, sure, give it another go. But if you lost it because the other team is 300 IQ and Virtue is hitting coconuts like that, then, yeah.
That was just in time, too.
Contact. Garage.
Very close.
That was just in time.
Well, Ethan looks like he wants to go for a cheeky peeky here from the strip club entrance, but I think there was a drone at the drone hole there. It's scared him off of that one.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't think... Well, actually, he could have picked up aces if he timed it right. But the Snowmites have come off.
Hostile found.
You know, we've been seeing such an expansive roam, or like just defense game from August all around. They've always got someone downstairs, always readjusting, always, you know, like even when they're at a man disadvantage, they have like more people off-site than on-site.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive playstyle from August here, isn't it? They're really pushing their way through. They're really making those roamers... They're really making Fnatic work. But they're not... Fnatic can't be sure that they're safe. But Joey gets a very nice kill there on Lust. He evens up the mad count. Diesel gets taken to about 60% health here.
How is he still alive? Mad
Oh
lad.
no,
Yes,
that's the dead magnet. And there's another one out there.
Where's the utility usage? You can't just sit here and take this pixel peek.
The thing is, they've actually opened the wall up below him. They could literally walk under him, nade him. Right?
Yeah,
like,
I think they might be out of nades. I think Virtue tossed one up and it got caught by the ADS. Rizraz just going to waltz on into sight, and oh, Joey's going to win that fight. 2-on-4 as Diesel is finally down. Looks like that pixel peek not really working out for him in the long run.
Yeah.
15 seconds, they need to get up there, and Ethan's found one from Oil Pit, just up to Aces. Gonna pad his stats, because that's all he can really do at this point, as Derpe's gonna finish him off. And there we go, we're gonna end at a 4-2 half.
Yeah, August, that was a great defense. And you know what, I really think, like, even on our previous map, Coastline, August's roam game on their defense has been superb. It has been exactly what they need.
Yeah, it's one of the things that it's reminded me of is a bit how G2 play. Like, I suppose normally it's their roamers that get picked off first and their site players, but they'll always put their last defenders in positions that the attackers don't expect at all, and that's when they can capitalize on it. Especially because like later into the round, you're running low on drones and other info gathering utility. Yeah,
it really does help, doesn't it? And as you saw with Ethan there at the end with Oil Pit, it creates so much chaos. He manages to get one, and all of a sudden Rizraz is, not Rizraz, Aces is just totally aware that a player is on his flank. Like, he's just gonna lose it. Like, he forces him forward, and you can see here, the rest of the teams are finally catching up. Rizraz and Ethan, they were ahead last time, both on top of the scoreboard by a fair bit. The rest of the teams are catching up slowly.
Well, where do we go from here, Amflea? Are we going to see a Fnatic resurgence as we saw in the last map? We're going to see an August steamroll as we saw on the weekend.
Well, I mean, the meme is Fnatic can't play Clubhouse. And I think I'm going to stick to it because, honestly, against better tier teams, they certainly do struggle on this map. So
Get droned, Maggie.
yeah, they're going to drone it out. But
I was going to say, is he going to throw a camera on the camera?
hey, man, that is 300 IQ player, right? Like, you don't expect that, but...
Yeah, looks like he's had to completely change his mind after he was discovered, but he faked it anyway, right? Because that's going to leave him wondering.
Yeah.
But where's he throwing this camera? Where's he throwing this camera?
Yeah, he's definitely... Baiting it's a good idea, especially if they get back on the drone, they see him running back inside. They go, oh yeah, he threw a camera out. So the camera out here somewhere, and they can waste so much time looking for it.
Looks like Magnet wants to play that very aggressive roam roll.
Rip.
No.
Not going to take it. He's just going to leave it there.
So, Derpe is taking some damage, I'd assume, from the wire, the electric wire. So are they?
Clear.
Oh, he's got both of them last year for sure. Just mistimed here from Fnatic.
He's going to save one battery.
Please do this.
He did save both of them, but he's going to lose one here for sure. Oh, are they out of EMPs?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay. So, Fnatic and August are not going to get the wall open. Fnatic's defense holds strong.
They can go below and buck it up.
But at that point, how much are you committing, right? At this point, you're better off rotating around to construction, opening up that other wall, and just trying to force your way through.
Just got to do something. All right, you can do this as well. Oh!
No, you can't.
Also, without the ADSs.
Yeah, the ADS is, of course, still alive. You can't do anything until another nade goes in. They have to bait out. There we go. That's the ADS baited out.
We see that Bandit just get on out of there. He knows if he tries to go for this trick, he's going to be dead. Oh no, Emo, you missed up the throw!
That's the second time Emo's missed up the toss.
And yeah, those batteries are still up. That wall is definitely not getting opened up. 40 seconds. This has been a masterclass by August on how not to do things.
Yeah, it really has. You know, if the memes Fnatic can't play Clubhouse, then August are going to need to show something here, because right now they're showing they don't know how to attack this place at all.
Well, there's Emo Rin to open things up onto Aces. That's one way to win it. You can just hit all 5 headshots. But with 20 seconds, they're going to have to get in there, and Lusty's finding his own. Diesel drops with Diffuser on stairs.
Yeah, but he gets picked straight back up again by Emo. Joey's made his way in. Dope's found one. He's found another. I don't believe it. It's all up to Riz. Right, 7 seconds left. Emo clutches it out.
All right.
August pulled his back.
I'm out. Like, how does that happen? August do literally everything wrong in the round.
And they still win.
And they still win.
How do you waste that much utility, that much time, and then still win?
You know, Dizzle will be fuming after that one.
Like, Fnatic literally did everything right. August did everything wrong. And August just walk in and win the gunfights. Like, it's alright, guys. You know what? Our next attacking lineups, we're not even picking for utility. Screw it. We're just going to pick 5 Ashes and we're just going to run in. Like,
recruit Alpha Force.
Oh, man. All right. So, basement coming up here for Fnatic.
That's just one of those rounds, isn't it, Amphley?
Oh. That's tilted me, let alone how Fnatic's feeling.
You know, Magnet's been done by timing a few times in this matchup, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Just a little unfortunate on his pushes. It's great to see him going for those aggressive plays, being confident enough to do those sorts of things, but yeah, his timings have been slightly off. Both of the Pokeballs going to get used.
I like how his first one was a full-on scream and his second one's just a nice, calm, cool, calm, collected.
When I get told to calm down by my RGL.
He's like, whoa, we throwing those impact grenades with a bit too much gusto, buddy. Shell out.
But Fnatic going for these heavy roams. They're in the basement, and they've got a fair chunk of utility and rotates upstairs. So
Are these the exact same attack operators? Right, we've got the Zofia instead of the Nomad once again.
yeah,
Is there a prank? Are we getting pranked?
maybe, man. That being said, as we said, this game, even though it's between the top two teams, it was the last one that decided the outcome. This one is not going to be anyone's game. So I think both teams are going to be relatively lackadaisical.
Riz wins that on lane.
Yeah. So again, maybe just trying to try out some like wackier stuff, I guess you could say, from both teams. Like, you know.
I don't know. Is that meta attack operators, is it now?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's true. But, like, you know, not taking the Kaid on the basement defense. Just saying, hey, let's just get some practice in case Kaid's banned.
I don't know. Like, with Thatcher on the table.
I actually didn't even know that floor opened up.
He's like the hardest counter to Kaid, the Thatcher, right?
Yeah, true.
Oh, this could be big here from Emo, but no, Magnet. He's going to slap him in the face there.
With a bullet.
With a bullet. Sends him to an early grave.
Yep, Emo's going to have to wonder what exactly happened there. But that was a very, very good roam by Magnet.
And they had that information. We saw that camera go down in between gym and bedroom earlier. So information plays allows Magnet to time it perfectly. Yeah,
Rizraz, though, on this Vigil, he's actually cycling his Vigil, like his camouflage gadget very often, but
the attackers aren't even close to the bomb site.
No, they're not. 30 seconds left.
Knock, knock.
They have open hatches, so they can just technically drop, but Rizraz made his way back down. I believe Magnet has as well.
Just look how much map control has been just given to Auglis here. Straight to Fnatic.
Well, they're all back on the basement, right? So right now, all they have to do is just stop the drops. Yeah. There's one. That's Diffuser down as well. Who's the next one for Magnet?
Surely they can't lose this round, right?
Oh, I don't know. Magnet has been dropped. Aces finds Joey in reply, and there we go. Fnatic with a quick 3. And they pick up the round. They're not going to let it happen twice in a row.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was worried it was going to happen again.
It was close.
Going the distance again, are we, Amflea?
You know what? No. August will take this.
7-3.
7-4.
7-4.
Yep.
That's one away from the distance.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Distance would be 6-6.
7-5. 7-4 is one away from 7-5.
I suppose.
You always make me pause and think sometimes, Amflea. Wouldn't have it any other way, though.
Why do I doubt that?
So, Auglis, once again, boring attackers.
Yeah, it's been...
it's not that they're boring. The boring part is they're not changing it up.
Yeah, it's a meta.
But we are going to see them attempting to attack the gym bedroom this time.
And they're going to do this exact same hold.
Oh yeah, the extended one out the cash room.
Yep. Where the smoke player, in this case is going to be Lusty, it's a power play for the smoke player. And they're doing even one better, where they are actually reinforcing the whole back wall there. So last time, there was a rotate for Auglis in that back wall, where this time Fnatic are actually going to reinforce the whole lot. It provides extra security for the smoke player.
Yeah, so the reason why we saw Auglis not fully reinforced is they had Derpe playing at the top of the stairs there. Yeah. And that was meant to be his exit avenue. Valkyrie camera found, nicely done.
But of course, Derpe got completely shut down.
Yeah,
and then it turned into a negative then for the smoke player. Who
the thing is, right, is if you've got no pressure on the stairs, they can just waltz in below as a buck and start making your life hell.
Yeah.
In the cash room.
Yeah, and that's why you tend to see the smoke players stick around the table. They tend to stay on the table, vault up onto that as much as they can. but the Thermite gets pushed off. Ace is in a pretty powerful position as well. And it looks like August might just be ignoring the cash room entirely. Right, you're going to stick people over there. We're just going to focus on site, I guess.
Yeah. Especially like if the team uses a lot of utility in that area. It looks like they are trying to push it anyway.
So they just want to get the flank open in case.
Yeah, it really can be your worthwhile just to say, all right, well, the utility is going to be weaker in other spots. Let's just go and take advantage of that.
Emo putting random shots in. I think he was looking for cams there. But Lusty is still on this table. He's on this power play. We'll have to see how long he lasts. That's a good drone. They know exactly where he was now. And that was, they thermited the floor.
Yeah, I love that. He moves someone who's prone. He's just going to find him, and it's going to be Diesel all the way from box.
Yep, a very efficient way to get rid of that smoke. And I think Lusty panicked a little bit there. The thermite charge went off and he bolted out of the thing. When he saw that it was a floor, I think he needed to get back up onto that desk as soon as he could.
Yeah, there's no impact trick in it when it's like that, is there?
No, you can't impact trick that at all. And that's why you do that floor. That's why you do that floor breach. But Virtue has been taken out. Emo gets rid of him. And August are in a strong man advantage, but time is slowly ticking.
Yeah, 35 seconds. They're going to have to make a move any moment now in Magnet. He's trying to be the thorn in their side or from below. In this case, C4 still in his pocket, so he can... Oh, no, it's not.
No, he's already used it. Oh, he is about to walk into a Zofia. Ethan, he's looking the wrong way at this point.
15 seconds, though. They're going to have to jump onto the bomb site here, August.
Magnus heard him. Surely Magnus heard him, right? And here we go. Oh, he gets hit with the concussion grenade, but he still wins the gunfight. Meanwhile, Rizraz found another one. Aces finds one. Aces finds a second. It's all up to dirt. What happened to this August attack? It collapsed.
Well, that did not go well.
Wow, that did not go well. That is an understatement of the century, Monkey. Whew.
So... CCTV room, cash room now for Fnatic. It's one of those maps where defense is just a little bit easier than attack. Just like last minute rushes.
I'm lost for words.
It's coming down to that a lot, isn't it?
It is, and it's unsettling to see it do that. Like, you think these teams should have a better time management structure in place to be able to deal with the fact that it's 10 seconds left and, you know, you've got to all run through a narrow corridor.
Or just not get to that point. Just win the round in the first 30 seconds. Trust.
30 seconds, huh? Is that all it takes to win a round? But I think that... I don't even know what August could have done differently there, right? Did they not have the information on where the Fnatic players were? Did they not have the intel?
I think it's just they just had to force their way into a bomb site when they really weren't just ready for it yet because time was against them.
You can stop worrying about grenades now!
Like, they would have had some inkling of where the defenders are, but it's much harder to win a gunfight when you're the one that has to take the ground rather than the one that's holding the angle.
Yeah, that is true, but it still stands that at some point, like, something happens for you to end up at that point, right? For you to have to run blindly through those choke points like that. Did they not have enough intel? Did they just waste a little bit too much time? Whoa!
I like how Emo looks the other way as if it might be a teammate.
Yeah, that was
adventurous from Lusty.
Yeah, well, I mean, he almost Emo-rinned Emo.
So was it Magnet maybe? Almost did it. Now there is a Claymore outside of this door here. So I wonder how aware Magnet might be of that possibility.
Texan Dynamite goes off.
Yeah, look at Magnet. He's going to run out. It's the Claymore.
good Claymore placement by Derpe.
Most teams normally don't want to expend the resources to put a Claymore over there because it's very unlikely we see that. And, you know, there's very few positions where you're going to get punished from it. But, yeah, beautiful play there. As we're going to see those bandit batteries start going off. Oh, it's so great from Lusty. He's just keeping all his batteries alive.
Well, he's now used all 3 EMPs if my count is correct.
I think there was one more. Yeah, one more.
One more. I thought he used one on the garage as well, so. Aces is just having a very boring time here in this garage so far, isn't he?
Got to intently hold down the angle for 3 minutes.
Casual plays.
So they have cleared out Lusty from that position. They're going to open up into front box.
They finally do manage to crack that open. Oh, only 5 connected. They're not going to be able to get in through that hole.
That's the thermite down as well.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, they can still crawl through it.
They can prone through it, but it's still... that is risky.
Less than ideal.
Yes, that is very less than ideal. But Aces finally stands up and does something. Takes out Emo, but Lusty, how did he lose that fight? What? But anyway, Ethan finds Lusty on amongst that. Derpe making his way in. He's still got an Aces to contend with here, but there's a second one for them to contend with. They have managed to concuss him.
15 seconds.
Yeah, 15 seconds. They're going to have to fight him. They're walking through a smoke right now. Virtue has found Ethan. Aces is in a world of pain. Joey gets the kill credit, but Virtue on the 6. And that is it as Rizraz secures the final kill. Fnatic has made it 3 in a row now.
And they've evened it up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they certainly have.
So pretty much confirmed we're going all the way here, no matter what.
Yep. August, you have let me down.
So what do you reckons happened tonight? Why are we seeing a Fnatic resurgence, a Fnatic renaissance?
I think honestly, I think it comes down to more sloppy plays from August.
Honestly, I think it just comes down to who showed up on the day.
Like, August has been incredibly lackluster tonight. Like, they've made a lot of mistakes. Their play hasn't been clean. It hasn't been crisp.
I think it's been pretty slow, hasn't it? Like
it has.
It's not been as fast-paced as what we expect.
I don't think I ever remember August in the current iteration of this roster having time management problems.
Yeah. No, maybe a few rounds here or there.
But, like, nothing like this, where it's been consistent.
In place.
Oh, we're going to see the Monty come out. Is that a hint of flavor I can taste in this bland attack?
I really didn't expect to see that flavor.
It's a surprise on your tongue, is it?
It is. It very much is.
Which judge are you from My Kitchen Rules?
None of them. Not Pete Evans, because...
I don't even watch the show. I don't know who it is.
Pete Evans encourages the paleo diet, which I do not, so...
right. So yeah, Monty. Interesting flavour in this dish of attackers that we've got.
It really is.
What do you think he's for? They're going to go for some kind of execute or force his way to the middle hole?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to Dirt Tunnel with the Monty. Normally see a Glaz here as well. Monty, Glaz, Smokes. Oh, name a more iconic duo. He might just get some free kills here. It's definitely
hello.
Magnus like, whoa.
That's a Monty, guys. That's a Monty. Wait, Monty, what do we do? What do we do? I don't know. Stop panicking.
Like, can you imagine if it was just someone with an assault rifle with just 3 quick popped heads? Emo Ren would do such a play.
Yep.
But
Does he still play on like 1,000 DPI?
I think so. So the thing is, what we're going to see from Ethan on this Monty here is he's going to stand here. They're not going to be able to force him out unless they want to commit all their smoke grenades to it. And the moment they turn around, he's going to unextend them, pop them in the head.
Yeah, he's basically just waiting till they get complacent, right?
Yeah.
Or until the rest of his team can force them to make a mistake about him, with him in mind. But that being said, the rest of his team are taking their time. He showed himself at about the 2-minute mark. And the rest of his team are now only just starting to get to, you know, where they need to be. And we're up to a minute 20.
Oh,
that was close. That was, oh wow. That was almost a dead Lusty before.
Lusty takes a minor flesh wound. And yeah, now we're going to see those smoke grenades come out to try and force him back. Not if he can shoot them. Just wide swing on him, Ethan, pistol out. They won't expect it.
Can you play against the strats if you have no strats? But no, so that's the second smoke babe going out. Joey's going to get taken out. They lose the Hibana, but I do believe she'd done her job already and all those hatches have been open. It is Diesel with Diffuser, and Derpe is going to trade back onto Magnet, so that's the Kaid gone. Plant goes down. Virtue covers off Emo Rin though, and Ethan's made his way in. He is just being a nuisance. There's the C4, but in the flank, Ethan falls. Aces gets the kill credit for that, and Diesel finds one. Diesel finds... No! Diesel gets shot in the side. I thought he did manage to find the flick. The counter defuse is coming in, though. Derpe, he's running out of time. He gets one. He stops the defuse, but he gets taken out, and Aces has enough time to get it done.
So once again, August are going to be fighting from behind, trying to find that draw, of course, in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't really matter, but it seems like Fnatic have been the team to be just that one step ahead. Nice flick though.
Can't believe that. If he just didn't know, he would have won that round, I reckon. That was close.
Crisp, clean lock. It seems like Diesel panicked a bit on the site there, didn't he?
Diesel did panic.
Yeah, it took a bit too long to get that first kill. Being a little sneaky boy in the corner.
I think Gym Bedroom. I think we're going to see a draw here. I think August will be unhappy with losing this, and we haven't seen anyone win more than 4 rounds in a row yet.
That is such an interesting stat.
So I think we're going to see a draw. August will want to fight for the draw. I think they won't want to lose, quote unquote, to Fnatic here.
That is pretty in-depth analysis. They don't want to lose.
No, I'm just thinking about the players' instincts here, right? Like, or the players' mindset. Yeah. Despite the fact that ultimately this matchup doesn't mean an awful lot, like, or this map doesn't mean an awful lot, should I say.
On the flip side, Fnatic want to win. Are they really going to lose the game from this position?
Like, yeah, like, it's more just for bragging rights for that regard. And Fnatic almost have a chip on their shoulder with what happened at the SOC. But August...
I hope that sticks around, by the way, the SOC.
The SOC. Yeah, but August, they do want to win this matchup, right? They came, when I was having a chat to them over the weekend, they said to me that ultimately, no matter how the first map goes, even if they secure their spot, they don't want to drop a map to Fnatic here. So...
Are they... no, they've lost a map, haven't they? It's not like they're undefeated.
I do believe August lost a map. They have drawn.
Sure. Magna, he wants to be a thorn in the side. He wants to go for a sneaky little run out.
He has been so aggressive, hey. This whole series, he has been so aggressive, and I love it.
And the impressive thing is that even when it's not working, he's happy to try again. Like, normally you'll see people, if they keep failing at doing a bit, like, playing off their aggression, they'll be like, start playing more conservative, but he's been going for it every time. But Lusty's found the first one.
Yeah, he nailed Emo, didn't he? That was not how that was supposed to go. So they've lost their frag grenades. He has taken about two-thirds of his health, sorry, as he's getting shot from below, but he just needs to stay alive. He needs to waste as much time as he can. As we come into the second minute of the round, he's done a good job so far. They still know exactly where he is. He's going to piece out of that. He's going to get down by Joey.
Going to be dead.
Yep, he's going to be dead. They did waste a lot of utility to flush him out, but that being said, he didn't use any of his smoke babes.
Oh, look at Magnet's position. He is just tucked away in a corner of the kitchen, quiet as a mouse.
Ethan could potentially come into it, but no.
Yeah, I was thinking it looks like he might be getting a little restless, but looks like he's changing that. Just going to reposition up to try and help out his team as they've got a minute to go for their final push here.
So what I think Magnet needs to do at this point is rip. Oh, that's double kill for Virtue. No, he's just going to let Ethan bleed out on the side there.
That is a big gameplay. He can pick himself up, actually.
Oh, he can too. He's Zofia. Yep, there we go. He's picked himself up. Joey has found Virtue, and that's what you get when you don't pick up the kill credit. Rizraz is just trying to force a couple of shots down, just with his quick crouching.
Oh, he's in the bomb stop. Ace is going to find him. Nice dodging, ducking, dipping and diving and dodging. This Magnet, big play there to finish things off. And that is going to be a Fnatic win.
Yeah, 7-5 to Fnatic.
So in the end, August only just scraped that first place position.
Yeah. Just. So it was by what? 2 points? A point?
1 point, I think.
1 point if my maths is correct, yeah. So, Fnatic, they're going to be pretty happy with the way that season ended. A draw against August is by no means a slouch of a task, right? That's a good thing to come up with a draw. And they did come up with a win there on the second map. So 4 points across the series, which is 3 more than what August got.
That's another map where Rizraz has, you know, been pulling all the punches.